Hi, this is Kevin Curtis Allen from the sunny Isle of Wight. And when I want my Disney fix, I listen to Kurt and Lindsay Stone on Geeking on Walt Disney World.
Are you ready for a fun-filled hour of food favorites, resort hopping, and hanging out with Disney World geeks? It's now time to go geeking on Walt Disney World. Here's our dad and co-host. Hollywood was impressed with his performance in crowd scenes at the Indiana Jones stunt show. He never misses an 11 a.m. margarita at the Mexican Pavilion. And Mike Wazowski is still raving about his performance as that guy over at Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Curtis Stone.
Welcome home, Disney World geeks. Get ready for a fun trip report and a review of D23 announcements with Lindsay and me and our super geek guest in episode 194 of the Geekin' on Walt Disney World podcast. I am your Geek and Family Podfather, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. And I'm so excited you're here listening with us to our show, and we consider you family, part of our Geekin' family. So join us every Monday as we share travel tips, resort reviews, and lots of food talk through our live trip reports, interviews with our Geekin' family members about their trips, and special guest roundtables on fun Disney World topics from Geekin' family members all around the world. We take pride in the awesome and positive community in our Geekin' family, so come join us to share in our love for Walt Disney World and each other, and I bet you'll learn something to try in your next vacation. Well, today's episode is sponsored by our good friends with Fairy Tale Concierge Travel Agency. Fairy Tale Concierge is an authorized Disney vacation planner agency. You know them as part of our Geekin' family. That's Jennifer Galambos and EJ Cruz. When you book your Disney World vacation with them, you're going to get a professional travel agent, and they are really passionate about Walt Disney World. And I know you dream and plan your next trip all year long. Well, they talk, eat, and drink Disney World all day long, and they love chatting to you about your next trip. When you book with them, they're going to help you from the very beginning, during the trip, and who knows, you might even end up doing a trip report with us. So contact them now for a free, no obligation quote, and best of all, their services are free to you. So let's keep our bookings in the family and get all the details on our website, Geekin' on WDW.com, and you can get their contact information. All right, on this week's show, I have two of my Disney daughters. That's Lindsay, who's my biological daughter, and my adopted super geekin' daughter, Holly Bercase. She comes on to chat about Holly's recent trip to Walt Disney World, and we're going to get on there and talk all about the D23 announcements. Yeah, Lindsay and Holly, they're so much fun. They are so alike. They're like soul sisters, and it's a lot of fun talking to them. They're so smart. They are the smartest and the sweetest Disney daughters. Well, we have highlights of Holly's recent trip with her husband, Peter. They had lots of fun things that they did. They went on the Food and Wine preview event, which she tells us all about. They had this in a little special event area over in Epcot. And she tells us she just had a fantastic and wonderful Boma breakfast, which she absolutely raves about. And Morimoto's, which I've heard mixed things about, but she really said Peter had some awesome ribs, and you know how much I love my ribs, so it's good to hear Morimoto's did good by them. She talks about the poutine down in Disney Springs, and I always hear that name. I never can remember what it is, so I had to ask her once again. And she also talks about a really good tour that she did. I love all the tours down in Disney World. Well, she goes down and does the Magic Behind the Scenes train tour and gives us some great details on that, as Holly can do. Oh, and two Hollies meet. I love it when we have a Geekin' family reunion down in Disney World. Two of our Hollies from the show Both are super geekers. It's Holly Bercase and Holly Prine. They actually met up and took pictures. So that's always awesome. And then we go into great detail of the 23 announcements from D23. And you get to hear all of our opinions about all the great stuff that Disney World is bringing us in the future. All right, let's get down to it. Here is the interview that we did with Lindsay, Holly, and myself. Let's get to it. All right, it's Friday night in the summer. It's hot. I've got a brand new studio, and I got two of my favorite ladies here with me tonight. I am excited as always. Let's bring on my co-host. She's been called the best personal tour guide and a Walt Disney World encyclopedia so many times she's lost count. She almost took down the Great Wall in China with her rented electric scooter, and Mom and I were shocked when we saw over $100 of zebra domes charged on our Animal Kingdom DVC Villas bill. And her laughing place is on a journey into imagination with Figment. We all know her as the sweetest, the cutest, and the smartest Disney daughter in the world, Lindsay.
Hi, geeks.
Lindsay, on the microphone.
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. It's not Skype.
No, yeah, I'm here.
And here. I got to thank you, Lindsay, a big thank you for my new podcasting studio and office.
Yeah, Mama did she did a lot of the work starting moving things out. I helped move everything out, and then I moved everything in.
Yeah, you hooked everything up, right?
I hooked everything up. So
and you did a great job. I am super comfortable. I worked from home yesterday on my day job, and I was podcasting last night while I was a guest on the One Little Spark podcast with Rich Stork, and Joey McGurr was there. We had a good time, just the guys. And I am absolutely loving my studio, so I'm excited to be up here and talking with you guys.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, too. We still have to put all of the prints that we have in some frames and put them on the walls, and hopefully get your plushes, give them a permanent home somewhere, because right now they're on the floor.
Trying to get used to where everything is. Luke still wants to come in here and sit by my feet, and he's got to be right on top of me.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's upstairs tonight. So the office is upstairs in my oldest son, Harry's old room. Mama finally realized that he's not coming home. I think. And actually, you guys surprised me, too, because you were teasing me that
we weren't going to give it
I wasn't going to get this room.
We wanted to surprise you. We wanted to have it already mostly moved in by the time you saw it.
And you guys were doing all kinds of rearranging and bed making and to Ben's room and our room. So good job this week, Lindsay. It's awesome. Well, we're going to bring on one of our favorites in the Geekin family. You ready, Lindsay?
Yes, I am.
What the heck was that? All right. She deeply misses seeing the Dreamfinder character walking around Epcot. She's proud to say that she's rope dropped the great movie ride on more than one occasion, and she was lucky enough to be in the first group of guests to soar in the new Concourse C Soarin' Theater. She's one of our sweetest, cutest, and smartest, and she's the geekiest member of our Geekin family. Please give a warm welcome to Geekin family royalty, Super Geeker Holly Bercase. Hey,
Hello,
Holly.
geeks.
Hey, Holly.
It's my best royal accent.
Do you know why I called you royalty?
I believe that would be because of Kelly's interview where Trip Report, where she said that Peter and I are royalty, which I don't know. Now I'm like nervous to meet her in October and let her down.
No, Holly.
I don't think you could ever let her down, Holly. That was so cute. She had a great trip report. And I'm excited to have you guys, my two geekiest, to talk about. Well, we're going to talk about Holly's last trip with Peter, which was what was the occasion for that, Holly?
Well, this is Peter's. Most of you probably know Peter's a teacher. He's going to his third year, and so he's going to have a lot of classes he has to take. So our anniversary is October 30th, and we kind of talked about, it's not really a good idea for him to take a week off from work. So this was his birthday, our, long anniversary, quote unquote, trip. And because we're going to probably try and do a few days, maybe Dapper Day. But, it was just kind of towards the end of summer, school's about to start, trip for the both of us. And now we're back on our routines, and he starts actually back not next week, but the week after.
Oh, wow.
So.
That's quick. Quick in Florida. Well, Lindsay came to me and said she wanted to talk all about the new announcements, the big announcements from the 2017 D23.
Well, that and everything else that we know that's going to be changing soon.
Oh, yeah. So, and she said, I want to bring on Holly.
First person I thought of, the best person to talk about all the changes.
Right. All right. So I want to ask you some of the highlights of this trip, Holly, that you and Peter took. Where did you stay?
We stayed off property at the extended stay at Lake Buena Vista, not far from actually where the Disney Spring hotels are. Yep. We usually go through Hotwire, and I got it for about $45, $50 a night.
Nice.
Which, when we thought about staying at the actual Disney Springs hotels, but we were like, we're not going to walk anywhere. It's too hot to walk from there to Disney Springs or to Saratoga to pick up a bus. So we're going to drive, and their bus system's not that great. So
it was comfortable.
Oh yeah. Obviously it's no on-site resort, but it's quiet. We had a kitchen, a full-size fridge, you have a couch, you have 2 queen beds. I mean, for the price, and it just works for us. We do love staying on property, and I do have a trip coming up where I'll be staying on property with my mother. Right. So I'm excited about that. But just for our little trips like this, we try to save money until we can eventually afford DVC, and then that's a whole other game. So
well, yeah, we don't talk to a lot of people that stay off property, so that's cool to hear a little bit about that. Was it clean?
Oh yeah, and I know a lot of times when people hear extended stay, they kind of and rightfully so, there are some extended stays that are questionable. But I learned in my time of traveling for work, I spent a lot of time in hotels, and kind of figured out, especially when I was in the Orlando area, good places to stay versus bad places to stay. Yeah. And I've found, for the most part, that hotels such as the extended stays near the parks, near Universal, near Disney, tend to be much cleaner and much just nicer, because they're catering to people that are coming in, maybe foreign people that come in for 2 weeks versus people that are temporarily living there in between housing situations, which can be a little sketchy. So
awesome. Yeah. So you've been going a lot, and like you said, you got a trip planned, a big one with your mom coming up soon. So that is cool. You got to extend and make those trips last. I used the Value All-Stars for the first time when I went down to pick up Lindsay.
It wasn't that bad, besides the worm under the pillow.
Yeah, the worm.
He just wanted to go live in Splash Mountain with Willie.
I know.
Did you name the worm in Splash Mountain yet?
Mama did.
Mama did?
Yeah. I didn't know that. When did that happen? Today?
It's on the post, yesterday or the day before.
What's his name?
Willie.
Willie the worm. I love it. Willie the worm. Nobody probably knows what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, they do. Do you see the post? The post that Holly made? Holly made a post, and then I posted a video and a picture, showing exactly where it is.
A better version of what I was on my phone. I'm like, oh, this works.
Well, who's Willie the worm?
Willie the worm is the worm that wears a straw hat in Splash Mountain.
Dangling at the end of...
At the end of one of the birds' fishing rods.
Fishing pole. So you got to look for Willie the worm now. Next time you got something for Splash Mountain. Mm-hmm. All right, Holly. So what do you think were some of the highlights from this trip? You did some cool things that you had set up. Food.
Good answer.
That's why she comes on the podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, we the big thing we did, the biggest, was the food and wine preview through Tables in Wonderland.
Right. Which
I know I tried to do some live video and posted some pictures. I couldn't get great pictures, mostly because I was eating it as fast as I could because it was really good. But and it was kind of dark. But yeah, so we joined Tables in Wonderland this year, and when I saw that coming up, again, since we're not doing our long trip, we're not going to be dedicating a lot of time to food and wine like we have in the past. So we thought, you know what, this is a good way for us to experience some food and wine stuff, and then of course we were excited to be able to share it with you guys because we know we got a lot of people, a lot of geeks are going to be going down during food and wine.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was the thing that kind of set off the rest of the trip was when we signed up for that, we were like, okay, now we can figure out the rest of the trip.
That was a cool setup. And how much was that, Holly? Remember?
It was $140 a person.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I will say it was part of Peter's birthday present because his birthday was July 7th.
That's why you do a room for $50.
Yeah. And this was kind of one of those, okay, we've done it. Probably won't do it again.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm glad we did it the one, we tried it. And unless we win the lottery anytime soon, we probably won't do it again.
I don't remember them doing that before.
They did it last year, but when I read about it last year, they did it on like a Friday they did it on like a weekday, and people were like,
Yeah, that's
and actually,
yeah.
The nice thing it happened during the D23 weekend, so it was kind of nice because I imagine had it not happened during D23, all of the Orlando bloggers and vloggers and people would have been there, and because they weren't, they were all in California, so it was kind of nice to, for the most part, everyone was just there enjoying it.
And tell everybody where it's located, Holly.
It's located in the building in between Canada and the UK. There's usually a gate that's closed, but sometimes they'll open it and they'll do character palooza where they do like training with different characters.
Yep.
And they do other events there. They do a big pin event that's coming up at the end of August. They do a couple other things. And I know it was built for the Millennium Village back in 99. That was what it was originally for. Now it's just kind of like a multi-purpose space.
Yeah. I've only been in there. I think it was during a New Year's Eve party. They opened it up and
that was a long time ago.
They had like a dance party in there, I think. Yeah. It was quite a while ago, but hey, people don't even know it's there. And was it crowded in there?
It wasn't too crowded.
Yeah.
They did have, I don't know, there was maybe 200 people, if that. I wouldn't, that's like high estimation.
Yeah.
They had tables set up, sit-down tables, and then a couple like standing tables. And I think for the most part, everybody was sitting. There wasn't much issue with like people not being able to sit. And we actually met a very nice couple from Rhode Island who reminded me of Peter's parents if they were from the north, and they let us sit with them and they kind of talked to us about wine because I know red and white. That's about the extent of my wine knowledge.
Like me. We're in the same ballpark there. I enjoy them all though anyways.
Yeah, I was like, I enjoy them. They were pretty cool. They're DVC. They usually stay at the beach club, and of course we talked about DVC in the podcast and
nice.
The north.
Yeah,
That's northerners.
Your friends up north.
Up north.
Yeah. Any highlights of food or drink that you partaked in?
Yes, there's a scallop dish coming to I believe it's the Coastal Eats booth, and it was so good. It's like sauteed scallops over it's a succotash, but it's not like, it's like fancier because of course it has to be fancier than just succotash.
Right. Yeah.
It's basically succotash. And then I know this sounds weird, but bear with me. They put a chili chipotle cream, and it's like they put it in like a whipped cream canister, but it's not sweet, but it's the consistency of whipped cream.
Ooh. Ooh.
And it was so good.
That's interesting.
It was all you could eat. So, of course, I told Peter, I'm like, if you don't drink and eat $150 worth of food, I'm going to be mad at you. So
I'm sure he took you up on that challenge.
We did. So I think I ate quite a few of the scallop dish, because the guy was standing there, I mean, like, cooking them right there, and they were the pretty decent size, like, bay scallops. They were really good. Of all the stuff we tried, that would probably be the one I would buy again. Like I would actually buy it during the festival.
Be looking for it.
And then of course they had a lot of standard stuff. The kind of the usual stuff that sounded weird but was really good. They did this cheese plate, but it looked like desserts, but it wasn't desserts. Like it looked like a pinwheel, like cookie, but it was like cheese and salmon.
Ooh.
Huh.
Which doesn't sound, it sounds weird. Again, it sounds weird, but it was really good. And I very much enjoyed, there was a chocolate stout that was just like
beer.
So good. I love like really dark, almost chewy beers, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean. I know. I like them too.
Really? Wow.
And I think I probably had, because they came in big tall boys and the people were pouring them. I probably ended up having about 2 total by the end because I was just like, no, just keep it coming.
Was it time?
Peter,
was there a time that it began and ended?
You had till 2. It was from 12 to 2.
All right.
And Peter really enjoyed, they had raspberry mead that he kept getting 2 glasses for, one for him, one for me, but really drinking both.
That's strong too, isn't it?
Yes. It made Frozen very interesting. And we rode Frozen after, so we'll just... Yeah. And
so if you get
the only thing... Everything else was really good. The only thing that I would tell people to skip, it sounded really good. It was... The description was like crispy potatoes with corned beef, shredded corned beef, and a beer fondue cheese.
I like that.
And right? I'm like, so I'm watching them as they assemble it. And I'm like, those look like potato chips. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It was basically potato chips, beef jerky, and like Cheese Whiz.
That doesn't sound...
And I sat down, I took a bite, and we were, at the table with and I said, I don't hate this, but what I don't like about it is it reminds me of like coming home and after drinking too much and just grabbing a handful of whatever you had and mixing it together. Not that I would know. I've never done that.
Never been that drunk.
Yeah.
No, but if I were.
It doesn't sound quite appropriate for the venue you were at.
That's pretty fun.
It just seems so like it sounded and it just kind of surprised me that was kind of low quality, I guess, compared to everything else that was
right with the chefs working hard. That's funny. All right, so is that kind of cover?
Yeah, and of course the merchandise. I was trying to see how fast I could run out of there with the bags, but I didn't think I'd get too far.
Because it was Figment, right?
Yes, because it's not really just Figment. It's Figment drawn in the style of like the Schoolhouse Rock cartoons.
Yeah,
they're really cute.
It's so like it's a problem.
So the rumors of Figment's demise are untrue, right?
No, I think last I heard, they realized that if they were to completely take him out, there would be a riot. So they're trying to figure out what to do with him. And my theory is maybe some sort of film to put in the theater next to Imagination.
Oh, I hope not.
Or whatever it becomes, whatever Inside Out thing it becomes.
Wow. All right. So what else did you do that was fun for this trip?
Well, we tried Boma breakfast for the first time.
Right.
And I will fight anybody. It is the best. It is the best breakfast on property.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I heard you say that. Why? How did it?
It's
you know,
fresh.
hey, Lindsay, you know what though? Every time she goes somewhere new, she says that's the best place I've ever been.
I don't know. I have a feeling I would believe that Boma was really good because.
We turned you on to Boma, right? The dinner.
Yes, you got me a soup addiction and the bills in the mail. But no, we got there. They start seating at 7:30, and that's when we got our reservation. It was quiet, which like already that's number one. If a restaurant is quiet, I'm like, it gets like 10 plus 10 points.
What time did you get there?
7:30.
We got there about 7 because. We like to be early, and we actually explored the resort a little bit more.
That's pretty early, so that's probably why it was quiet.
Yeah. And, well, it started to fill up around I think we left around 8:30.
Sure.
So, but we were in a back corner, which again, plus 10.
Yeah.
And the buffet, it had the standard stuff. It had the bacon, the sausage, so on and so forth.
Right.
But because it's Boma, they had grilled tomato, grilled asparagus, which I love. Grilled tomatoes to me are one of the best things in the world. And they had a make your own omelet where you said to the guy, I want this, this, and this.
Yeah,
and,
nice. I like that. Yeah.
And it was, to me, a good omelet, a good indicator of a good omelet breakfast buffet is when they have more than just 4 options. They had 8 veggie options.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm a sucker for veggie omelets. So I was I want everything. He was even the jalapenos. I was yes, everything. And,
nice.
it was fresh. It was delicious. It was we got pog juice, which again, pog juice plus 10. And the thing we did splurge on, because drinks are included, but what we splurged on was a press pot coffee of their Kenyan coffee.
Yeah, we saw that picture of it.
Yeah.
And, I've been stepping off of caffeine just because I was drinking too much of it. So now when it comes to coffee, I'm trying to be a little bit more discerning about what I'm drinking. And it was so good, I drank it black. I didn't need anything.
Yeah.
It was just
Rich.
it was just so good. And the best part was that because of tables being the 20%, it was less than $50 with tip for the both of us.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And you got filled up for sure.
Yeah, and we were full. We ate, we went back to the hotel, went back to sleep, and then got up and did Hollywood Studios.
What a day.
She had to take a nap after that. Boma. We love Boma. Awesome. Good to hear the breakfast is awesome. Because we know the dinner is awesome, right? I know a soup. I know a particular soup Holly likes.
I know, and I debated on before we made the breakfast. We were do we want to go back for dinner? And I'm they're not going to have my soup if we go. I know it's going to be out of rotation.
Yeah, right. It was there the last 2 times I was there, so I know it's so good. All right, keep telling me more. Where did you go?
So, and since this was Peter's birthday, quote unquote, he wore the birthday badge, and of course, everyone treated him as good as he deserves. He wanted to go to Morimoto's because I asked him. I said, what is the one restaurant we have not been to that you have wanted to go to? And it was within a second, he was Morimoto's. I thought he would say Homecoming, but okay. So we went for lunch. We did a Disney Springs day so that I can get my poutine and because I'm addicted. And I know Morimoto's tends to be kind of a polarizing. There's people that seem to have had bad experiences,
right.
People like me who have had great experiences. And I know some of it has to do with the fact it's technically not a Disney-owned restaurant. So, but so far the experiences I've had are great. I love Japanese food. I love Chinese food. I love all kinds of food. Right. So I got ramen, which I know you made fun of me asking if it was like the ramen in college. It is not.
It's totally different.
Well, we reviewed this a little bit during a live Facebook event, and I chuckled when she said ramen. I couldn't help but think of ramen noodles.
Yeah, you're thinking of the rip up in the package and pour the little flavor packet in.
Getting back to that late night at college she was referring to earlier.
But so it was, it's hard to describe unless you've had it. I don't know. It's delicious. And Peter wanted to his big thing was he wanted to get the Morimoto spare ribs. And the thing about the spare ribs, I guess at each of his different restaurants, he makes one signature dish that no other restaurant of his has. And that's the one for Disney Springs is the spare ribs. So they come as a appetizer and entree. And I'm not a big rib person, so he got the entree. And it doesn't come with anything else. So just that is a little But these things were so big. He got 6 of them. And I had ordered him a side of rice, and afterward he was like, I could have eaten that. I didn't need the rice. The rice was like overkill.
Wow.
And again, not a rib person, but he could like literally just take the bone right out.
Yeah. Nice and tender. Like, and what was the flavor on these? You told me before, now I'm forgetting.
It's like a hoisin, which is like almost like a sweet soy sauce teriyaki.
Sweet sticky ribs.
Yeah, they are
nice.
They, like, again, not a rib person, but I tried a little bit and I was like, wow, those are super good. So that was a nice experience.
What do you think? So I have to make a final call. Actually, I think by next week, Judy and Mom they give me one restaurant I get to pick on my January trip. I was going to do the Italian restaurant on the boardwalk. Was it La Forno? I can never think of the name of it.
I don't remember. The one that's next to Flying Fish.
Not L. L's not right.
Something.
I know what you're talking about, though.
I can never think of the name of it. I've never eaten there. I love Italian, but my first choice was really Morimoto's. But I had someone tell me they had a bad experience and it put a damper on it. But now you're talking about these ribs, and I think I'm back there. I
would say, like, obviously, I know it can be a bit of an intimidating menu because people look at some of like what I got, the ramen, they look at it and they're like, oh, I don't want that. But I mean,
I could be happy with ribs though.
Yeah. The ribs are really good. They have a lot of kind of like standard fare. They have fried rice. I think they have like orange chicken.
Yeah. They
do sushi. They have a lot of really good veggie options too, Lindsay. I was kind of looking at some of them like...
Yeah, Japanese restaurants usually do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in fact, I was overhearing them. They asked, like the first thing they asked is, do we have any dietary restrictions? And there was a lady behind us who was like, I'm a vegan. They're like, okay, well, we could do this for you. We could do the pad thai like this. And I was like, I like that. I like when restaurants can accommodate. We all know Disney's really good about that.
How's the atmosphere in there?
During lunch, it's quite nice because it's just kind of chill. I can see I know when my mom and I went for dinner, it was a little bit more hectic because I would say it's definitely a little bit more geared towards like locals, business people, things like that, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's
all right.
I mean, I think it's great. I highly recommend it, but I can understand why someone might not, because it is a bit expensive. I will admit that. It's
okay.
I think Peter's ribs were $27.
Yeah. Well, I expect that.
But
all right. Hey, before we leave Disney Springs, can you tell everybody what poutine is?
You've asked us a few times.
I know. I can never get it straight, but she loves it so much. I got to know why it's so great.
Okay. So poutine is a Canadian dish with fries, usually brown gravy, and cheese curds. And there's a stand not far from the Polite Pig and Uniqlo that is it's a poutine stand. I forget what it's called. The Daily Poutine. That's what it's called.
And not far from the margarita stand too, I think.
Nearby, yeah. Margarita stand's on the water.
Yeah.
And it's not far from the World of Disney. So
right.
And it is they have regular poutine, like the fries, gravy, cheese curds. Then they have some like specialty ones that are like an Italian themed one and a Hispanic themed one. That But the one, so I always usually get the original, but this time they had a seasonal flavor and it was a cheeseburger one. And I almost didn't share it. Like I took a few bites and I looked at, because we were there first. So everything was hot. Yeah. Like the fries were fresh. Everything was just, it was fries.
Well, Peter loves those too, right?
He does. He does. I don't like to share, but he does.
Can he get his own?
He got one of the other flavors one time. He's like, it's not as good as yours. I'm like, well, that was your choice.
Every man for himself.
I share most everything, but
nice
poutine. I don't know. It's definitely an acquired taste, and I know it's
interesting.
It's not necessarily traditional. I know it compared to, I guess, how it's usually prepared, but I don't know. It's delicious.
It's interesting they have a booth just for it.
It sounds like you have to try it, Dad, when we're down there.
I guess so. There's always something new to try in Disney World, isn't there?
Absolutely.
All right, Holly, you got some other good stuff. Keep it coming.
So the last big thing was we wanted to do a tour. And we kind of kicked around a couple. I really want to do the Undiscovered World, the Epcot one, and Keys to the Kingdom. And we were kind of looking at prices, and it kind of also depended on if we went to if we did the Tables in Wonderland. If we were able to do that, then we would do a cheaper tour. If we weren't, we'd do a more expensive. So since we did that, we decided we would do the Magic Behind the Steam Trains tour.
Right.
It's $54 a person, and you do get 15% off for AP or DVC. So it was under $100 for the both of us.
Right.
It's a 2.5 to 3 hour tour, and the difficult thing about it is you have to check in at 7:15 a.m.
Yeah, gotta get there early.
So we were the first people in the Magic Kingdom parking lot. Like, the parking people weren't even out yet.
We've done that before.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Yeah, we were like the second car.
So I parked behind like where the preferred parking is, and I was like, well, I hope they don't tow the car. And we got on the the express monorail, because I had like 18 different contingency plans. I was like, okay, if for some reason we can't get over there, we'll lift over to the Contemporary and walk, or we can always walk to the Poly. And if the monorail for whatever reason is not stopping, and I had like 18 things in case, because unfortunately, when it comes to Disney transportation, it feels like right now you have to have like a lot of
backups.
Yes, a lot of backups and contingency plans. So we got there, I think, at like 7 at to Magic Kingdom, or a little bit after. So you check in, and you are the first people in the park. You are the first guest before breakfast, before any other tours. You are the first people. And as we were walking in, the tour guides are actual engineers that run the trains, which I think really gives the tour just a little bit more, just makes it better. Because Authenticity, because you're not, and it's not to say that the tour guides can't do a great job, but there's something about having someone that's there every day, with these trains, talking about them. It just, his passion was Joe. His name was Joe. His passion was really there. He'd been doing it for about 10 years.
Well, I think that is one of those things. Of course, Walt was passionate about trains. That's why it's there. And there are lots of people that are passionate. I think you had someone on that tour that was in that.
Train geeks.
Train geeks. Yeah. You just told me there was an elderly guy that was really into it. So it makes sense that you have someone just as passionate.
Yeah. So basically you go on, and like I said, you can't take any photos on Main Street until you get the all clear. Because when we got on Main Street, there were still a couple service trucks. And he was like, you are not allowed to take a picture. Like, until those trucks are clear, because we don't want to ruin the magic. And that's fine. So that was kind of neat. And then we got to go up to the train station. And once it was clear, I got to take the picture that I know I posted in the group. Mm-hmm. You ride the train from Main Street to the maintenance station. And I don't want to give too much away, so I'm just going to kind of like hit a few things. But once you're in the back, he talks about like how the train works. He went into like detail how the Disney trains are different than, say, like a regular train. For example, the engines don't have brakes on them. Just the train cars, because they realized if the engine had brakes, when the train braked, it would cause all the other cars to lurch forward, which would cause all the guests to lurch forward.
Okay.
And and
let's consider it.
It takes 2 people, an engineer and a fireman, to run the train. You have the person that's obviously controlling the speed, and then you have a person that's controlling the fire that powers the train. Well, it creates the steam that powers the train.
Yeah.
And so we got to see we were standing in the little area where they stand and work. And that's where, because there's only 2 other people on the tour with us. So it was Peter and I, and these two gentlemen, it was like a 80-year-old and like his like 40-year-old son. And the look of joy on this older man's face when the engineer let him ring the bell and then do the steam horn, the toot toot.
Yeah.
I have never seen somebody so happy. Like it brought tears to my eyes just because you could just such a small thing to most people. Like, oh, okay, he did a train, but for someone to get to do that, I mean, it was absolutely amazing to see that, to see someone get their dream, to get to live what they wanted. So
nice.
And then you take the train back to the front and you take a little break. And then he goes into a history of Walt and the train in his backyard and, his passion for trains. And so, it was.
I've always heard good things about it. And I don't know, it didn't first strike me as something that, like you said, in competition to the other tours, I might bypass this one, but it sounds
fun.
Yeah. I love the tours.
That was our thought. Like I at first, cause I wouldn't call myself a train geek. I don't hear a train whistle and think, oh, that's a 1901 whatever. I just am like, oh, but I've always loved the train at Walt Disney World, and like the amount of respect I have for it even more now, knowing just how much work and how much finesse. Because that's the thing, to steer it, it's a shift and it goes forward, neutral, and reverse.
Right.
That's it.
Don't go left or right.
So to have like just and them having to listen and pay attention to what's going on. And then, he talked about how on the super high capacity days, they'll have 3 trains going at the same time. And that it's just everyone has to be in sync and it has to be just this perfect ballet of everyone moving at the same time to get from station to station. And
yeah. Awesome.
I recommend it. I know it's early. I know a lot of people are like, that's too early, but
have you taken any of the other tours, Holly?
No, that was our first.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, you got to do Keys to the Kingdom.
I haven't even done that.
That's probably...
That is high on the bucket list.
I think the Marceline to Main Street one is definitely worth it.
Yeah, they're both good. But Keys of the Kingdom is the big kahuna that you got to take.
Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely up there on the list. It's just...
Yeah.
Like I said, if we hadn't done Tables of Wonderland, that's the one we would have done.
I think your mom would enjoy that too.
I think she would too, but
her mobility might be a problem though.
Yeah, she's proud, so.
Yeah. All right. Was that all we want to cover for this trip?
Oh yeah, and I did get to meet the other Holly. That was pretty cool.
Yes, we love the Geekin family reunions in the parks. That was awesome. My 2 Hollies.
That same day that we did the train tour, we knew we weren't going to go back to the hotel, so we went over to Wilderness Lodge, and bummed around there for a while, and then got talked into doing a DVC tour at the Poly, so we did that, and then when we went back to Magic Kingdom, it's like the day just got really weird from there. The parade started at 2:45 because the rain was coming. We got stuck in Splash Mountain for 2.5 hours. And it just kind of set everything into a weird, pattern. Like it just kind of pushed everything. All the plans I had made just kind of went, bye. But it worked out because we knew we were going to close down Magic Kingdom. I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to be one of the last people. I know, sorry, cast members. I know you hate people like that, but I just wanted to do it one time.
It's true.
And
yeah,
I know. I understand. I've been a retail person where it's 11:30 and you're like, okay, we've been closed for 30 minutes. You could get out now.
Time to go night nights, everyone.
Well, speaking of plans, I heard Disney World has announced a lot of new plans from their July 15th D23 Festival. Is that what it's called?
Expo.
Con event.
Yes, the big event. And so we wanted to bring you two guys together to talk about it. Let's go through these. I'm going to go park by park in a list here that I have using the internet. So first we're going to look at is that Disney's Hollywood Studios, and you got to talk about Star Wars. Got some updates on Star Wars, right? So they got. I think they just announced the name of it.
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
That's the name of the park?
That's going to be the name of the land.
The land. Yeah, it's and they announced it's going to be opening in 2019, which is very cool. And I think they announced some of the attractions too that are coming there.
Nausea machine.
I know.
Basically.
I know.
But we knew that.
It's got. What are you talking about? The
Millennium Falcon one.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. That's got to be right.
Yeah. There's no way that you're not going out of there not sick.
I've got to come up with a plan. I got to see a doctor that gives me.
You get that patch that Barry
patch
had.
Strength. Yeah, I think that's. I got to test that out. I'll test that out at the. Flight of Passage.
We'll put you on Flight of Passage.
We'll try Flight of Passage.
Strap you in with their patch.
I didn't hurl the first time. I mean, I could.
Oh, but you were close.
I was so very close. And now I know they have bags in the back. So
yeah, you might as well just bring your own. Now that you know. Catherine was like, "What's that?" Like, oh, don't worry, it's gonna save you some trouble later.
Gosh, and they're gonna have this Star Wars battle attraction.
It looks like a trackless. Something.
That's cool. I love all the trackless technology.
What's a trackless technology?
It's where the cars move sort of on like a flat surface, but they're like responding to gadgets in the floor that are guiding the carts, sort of thing.
Saying guests are going to feel like they are inside a Star Destroyer. The scale of the attraction is like anything we've ever done before. Really cool.
See, you got to make sure you're on point for the Millennium Falcon, because I believe they said how that ride goes, your actions within that ride are supposed to follow you, quote unquote, throughout the land.
That's what I'm most excited for Star Wars Land is the interactive things. The way that it's kind of like, from what I understand, it's the choose your own story sort of aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
Where if you decide to go make one decision on this attraction, it's going to follow you to the next attraction, but they'll know that you did this at this attraction. So you're following this storyline, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, they're going to take you through a story.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking there'll be audio animatronic interactive things throughout the land
That's what
that, like, will read your magic band and be like, oh, I heard you crashed the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Nice. Love it. And I know, Holly, you guys are big Star Wars fans, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, yes. I'm excited to see it. I'm kind of glad at first, because Disneyland is going to be opening before ours. And at first I was like, of course it is. Disneyland gets everything first. Yeah. And then I was like, but you know what? One, they're going to be basically carbon copies of each other.
They're going to be the same?
Yes.
Yeah, they'll probably be exactly.
Hopefully, like, it'll split the difference. You won't have people coming, like, people live in, like, maybe Minnesota.
Oh,
they
I
might
see.
be like, well, let's go to Disneyland instead of Disney World.
Cut down on the crowds.
That's a good point.
And
can you imagine
plus,
the
I
crowds?
think it'll let them work out some of the
glitches.
Bugs. Yeah, they can go, ooh, okay, this is working or this isn't. And I mean, obviously, I'm hoping for a pass holder preview. That's like, fingers crossed, because
yeah, they got to.
This is, I can't imagine.
I'm sure
what it's going to be like.
Yeah, I know it.
It's gonna be a nightmare. Nightmare Phantasmic.
Hopefully, they manage. They're gonna manage the crowds, and a Star Wars themed hotel is planned.
I'm debating, and I don't tell Peter. I think I'm going to start like a secret savings account.
Yeah, right.
Just tell Peter not to listen to this episode, or just turn the volume down at this point.
Yeah.
You get to this point, I'll be like, well,
that's going to be hard to get into. I don't think there's one anywhere in the world.
No.
Well, and I think the cost, I think someone said for 2 nights, it's the same as like a 5-night cruise for a family of 4.
Oh boy, really?
It's going to be like the Polynesian bungalows.
Oh no, really?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, not that bad.
But I think because, I probably no shock to anybody. Peter is a geek and enjoys playing like Dungeons and Dragons, and is in fact right now playing a Star Wars tabletop similar to Dungeons and Dragons. So the idea of like a hotel that you're basically LARPing sounds interesting. I think it would be fun to try once. I personally don't really have any interest in the LARPing roleplay aspect, but I am more interested in what kind of access they'll have to the land, because I'm thinking that you're either going to end up with late night or early morning access to Star Wars.
That's pretty cool.
Which I think would be a neat thing and worth the price. But I don't know, once we get more details, then
great point. I mean, beyond being Star Wars themed, it's one of my favorite things is being close and the great location to a park where you can walk right in. And if they can definitely immerse you into the land, that's really cool. All right, we got to do this. We did the fun one, Star Wars. Let's take on this one right away. Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railway. That is going.
Can you explain what it is?
It's a game-changing attraction. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will feature an original story that will take guests on a journey inside the world of Disney Channel's Emmy Award-winning Mickey Mouse cartoon shorts, using new technology that turn the flat cartoon world into an incredible dimensional display. It's going to be in the Chinese theater.
That's the part that stings.
That's the part that Holly is sore about, because she is absolutely in love with that attraction. It's actually, and then that's going to be closing. The Great Movie Ride is going to be closing August 13th. So it's exciting to have Mickey have his own ride with Minnie. And you know what? That's
like the first attraction in Walt Disney World that's actually going to be Mickey Mouse.
I know it. But I love the short that they play over in Epcot in the Imagination Pavilion. Mm-hmm. It kind of, if you saw a picture, it reminds me of that kind of immersion and the way that short that comes out of the picture.
Come out of the screen.
Yeah. So I gotta believe that's going to be really outstanding. But Holly, how are you feeling over there?
Sad.
Yeah.
We were down there the day that they did all the announcements. We actually, on July 15th, we were sitting on the closed interventions floor watching the stream. And when they announced this, I started to cry. And the next day we rode the Great Movie Ride 3 times, and I cried each time. And I actually am planning to go down on the 13th. So
for that last day.
I will probably be crying a lot then too. And, I understand progress. I get that. The parks are not meant to be a museum. Walt said that himself. It's just, like I had said earlier, and how I've been trying to explain it to people, because for the most part, the people that I've talked to online about it have been like, oh, okay, we understand. But there are some people that are just like, ugh, get over it. It's a crappy attraction. And the way I try to explain to people is that for me, it's like leaving a childhood house. To you, it's just a house. It's whatever. You have no investment. It's just another house. But for me, it's a thing that I grew up with. It's a place that I have a lot of memories. Like seeing Hollywood Studios change. Well, MGM Hollywood Studios has been, in a weird way, almost more difficult than Epcot. I've always loved Epcot. But, MGM was my favorite park as a kid.
Right.
I loved it. I loved the behind the scenes, the backlot, Great Movie Ride, anything that had to do with movies and TV and performance. So to see the last thing, literally the last attraction left, the opening day, going away this quick. I think that's another thing that bothers me more, is that I would have thought they would have at least waited until next summer when Toy Story Land opens, because that attraction is a big people eater, and now this park that's already construction walls is going to have another big attraction down, and it's, I don't know, it just kind of hurts to see your favorite park kind of limping along right now. And I know that when it's done, it's going to be great, and I'm sure, I'll love it and I'll be happy. But right now, it's just kind of
we get it. We understand.
Going through a mourning period, and at least I know from what I've seen, there's quite a few people that will be there on August 13th as well that are sad to see it go and want to,
say their goodbyes.
Say goodbyes. And
Lindsay, how do you feel about this?
I was talking to Holly a little bit earlier about this, and I don't think it was a fast, sort of a fast change, sort of in a different way, because I feel like they've kind of gutted the Great Movie Ride in the past few months, even like the past year, to the point where it wasn't enjoyable for me the past time I did it, because they used to have the live the drivers on the cars, and they would narrate the majority of the show. And last time I went on it, the driver got on the ride, said hi, my name's this, and sat down, and the narration
kind of
started.
given up on it, huh?
Yeah, and it was this like old guy, like CEO from like a movie company who like narrated the ride.
Osborne.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was so bad.
Oh wow!
And I was really disappointed because I really did like Great Movie Ride. It was a lot of fun, even though a lot of the movies I didn't know and I didn't grow up with them. It was fun to see. Like the animatronics were so neat, and like all the kind of bringing you like really into the movies. It was something that you don't really see anywhere else.
Seen The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah, that was pretty much like the only one. That one and Casablanca. That was it.
All right.
Fantasia. That was it.
All right. Well, let's move. Yeah, we know the Toy Story Land has been announced that it's opening in the summer of 2018. That's pretty quick. One more year, and we'll have Toy Story Land. I got really excited, though. I'm going to try to cheer you up, Holly.
Okay.
Wait,
what
did you think about Toy Story Land?
It's coming. We knew that was coming.
I know. I'm excited about it, though. What about you? I think it's cool. I think we need a Toy Story Land.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Toy Story?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be, it's awesome. But all they did was announce that it's opening in summer 2018. Well, I wanted, because I'm too excited to know or hear, this wasn't announced at D23 that I've heard, but this Baseline Tap House.
Oh.
I see this article from the Orlando Sentinel. Are the pictures? Charcuterie boards.
And giant pretzels.
And giant pretzels with yummy mustard. And
the promise of drinks. That's right
pub.
up our alley.
Just what studios needs, more bars. We're gonna have more bars than attractions at this point.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing to replace if you're gonna be getting rid of all the
California. It's all based on California beer, wine, ciders, and California cheeses. I am all over that. It's going to be in a
I'm on board.
Yeah, I am. I didn't know anything about that, and this just is good and exciting. It's going to be opened up by this fall.
Wee.
11
I think we're going to see a lot more of these like random little announcements. Like today, they were like, "Oh, by the way, Muppets is closed for refurb till August 2nd." I think they put out a bunch of just kind of big things, and now over the next couple years, we're just going to get these like I said, like random little. Oh, by the way, we're doing this.
Yeah. Well, they have so much going on. Most people are excited about everything else that they can sneak little things like that in.
Just crazy. All right, let's go to Epcot. So Epcot is in preparation for the park's 35th anniversary.
We'll be there.
Yay.
When is that?
October 1st.
All right.
We have a reservation for Le Cellier lunch. And because my mom's never been there, and I kind of feel it's an opening day restaurant, might as well try that. And the night before, there's another podcast, the Retro WDW podcast.
Uh-huh.
They're hosting their own private 35th anniversary event at the Living Seas Lounge. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's like our little. Because we were talking about doing a dessert party, and we were kind of like, And then when I saw this, because I enjoy listening to the history of the parks, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was like, why don't we do this? And the thing that's got me really excited, one, Tom Nabby's going to be there. He's one of the Imagineers who was very instrumental in Epcot becoming Epcot. So that's really neat. I'm going to get to meet him, but they're going to have a quote unquote mystery character meet and greet that they have said is very Epcot based. And they've already said that it won't be the Figment walk around and it won't be like the spacesuit characters, which has kind of led to the rumor it might be Dreamfinder.
That's what I was thinking. That sounds like Dreamfinder.
I thought you were going to say that.
And if it is, I'm going to lose it. I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, "Oh no, you and I are going to be ugly crying for about 20 minutes straight."
Nice.
That would be cool.
So that's fingers crossed. It's Dreamfinder.
Hopefully, it's not just Mexican Donald.
I love Mexican Donald.
That would be funny. You'd be like, "Look, it's Mexican Donald."
We saw him
stomp out of there with your arms crossed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Seen him. All right, so how do you guys feel about the announcement of Guardians of the Galaxy coming to an Ellen's Energy Adventure near you? What? I love that. Come on.
I'm not against the replacement of Ellen. I love Energy. I'm against Guardians.
Yep.
Wow, you guys are those purists, I think.
I wish Tron was going there. I would stomach Tron going into Epcot way better than Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. It's not that I don't like Guardians of the Galaxy, but they belong in Hollywood Studios. Definitely. There was a good article. Was it Peter or you who posted about it, or was it someone else? Am I not giving them credit on our group? They posted a really good article about being kind of upset about it, but like understanding why Disney's doing it.
Yeah, someone else posted it, and I yes, like I get it. Again, like a lot of these changes, I get it. Doesn't mean I have to be happy about it.
Yeah.
No, because the thing that article really went into was there was like a vision for Epcot being this. It was about the world. It wasn't about everything outside. I'm not putting it in good terms. Can you help me out here, Holly?
It was supposed to be originally. I mean, obviously, it was supposed to be a living place. That's Epcot was supposed to be the experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
When Walt died, they shifted it to more of this idea of a World's Fair, where you were going to have a showcase of countries, nations, and cultures, and a showcase of technology, current and future. So Epcot has always supposed to be this like vision of the future, vision of what we're doing, what we're want to do, where we've been, where we're going, and like
we're going to space.
But the point of that was it was supposed to be firmly based in reality, not on the characters of this fictional world.
I know.
Yeah, it didn't have characters. I think until Eisner came in to the company, there were no characters except for Figment. That was it.
But Figment fit into that idea of he was the physical creation of imagination. He talked about everything that is amazing that we have in this world has come from inside of you, and you have the possibility to create the next amazing thing just by using your imagination. And yeah, you can imagine fantasy worlds and bring this into, but it just doesn't mesh with the message of Epcot that has been there for so long and it's very much needed in this world where we're sort of clinging to this fictional universe instead of improving our own, where things kind of seem to be going downhill very fast.
It's just, forgive me, it's a very Universal move, and that's nothing against Universal. They are, I enjoy Halloween Horror Nights, but they are very quick to be like, what is popular? Let's make an attraction. Mm-hmm. And that's what this feels like. What is popular? Let's make an attraction.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on to Ratatouille.
Plus, I like the Ellen animatronic. She's been gone for a while, though. R.I.P. Ellen. R.I.P. Ellen.
How do you guys feel about Ratatouille, though, coming to France?
I'm excited about that.
That's awesome.
All right. I'm starting to sweat there. I'm going to start losing this show.
Ratatouille. Okay, because like Ratatouille, Remy
Yeah.
fits into that idea
France.
of you can do it. Like, you believe in yourself.
Well, he's French too.
Yeah, well, he's French, but he's not just like this character that's like, let's go to space and save the.
Yeah.
No, it's like
It was so.
you can. What is the little chef say?
Gusto.
Gusto.
Anyone can be a cook.
Yeah, anyone can cook is the idea of anyone can be what they would like to be if you believe in yourself.
Ah, well, I loved it.
Thank you, Holly.
I loved it when Little Ratatouille was a little animatronic.
Remy.
There? Remy was, yeah.
Yeah, I think it works.
Yeah, it fits in.
It fits in. It's not taking away from World Showcase. It's
right.
And if anything, it'll bring more people into. I mean, not that France is a particularly quiet quarter of World Showcase.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
it's a good way to bring Disney into the culture of World Showcase.
Right.
It's like the opposite of what they did with Frozen.
It starts the conversation.
Yeah.
Like that's what's important. Does it start a conversation about, what's it like, France and Paris and yeah.
Just don't take away the Grand Marnier slushies and the
But they can't. That's like 50% of their profit.
Yeah, right, for the France Pavilion.
the ice cream shop and the bakery shop and
the Grey Goose slushies.
Grey Goose slushies. Don't take those away from us. We'll be good.
Please. Leave us with something.
Oh, Ratatouille's going to be a lot of fun with a Grey Goose slushie.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a ball.
Or, you might get a little sick.
Yeah, just a little.
Well,
put your patch on, Dad.
Yes, in the China Pavilion, we're going to get a new film, which is a next generation digital camera system.
Kind of hurts me. Can we dub the narrator over the new film? I love the narrator.
Yeah, I don't know. You never know. Maybe he's still around.
It'll be a good memory. I love him.
Brand new seamless Circle Vision show. All right,
That sounds cool.
An upgrade. I wouldn't want to change the French film because I love the music there.
Yeah,
I like that one being old.
Well, because the thing with the French movie, it's like most of the places they're showing are antique. What's the word? They're older, really, but then the video could still be improved.
Historic.
Yeah, they're historic.
Yeah,
There's historic locations, but the quality could be better. The music could stay.
I've never seen the China movie.
Holly, go see it before they change it.
I know that's on my to-do.
Yeah.
It's very good. It is very good.
All right, over at Mission Space for guys like me, a brand new green mission.
And orange mission.
Really?
Green and orange.
Yeah, updated the orange mission.
Yep, the old mission is going out.
Oh, okay. It's going to be
totally being revamped.
A stunning tour around the Earth.
And it's going to be called, instead of green and orange, it's going to be Mars and Earth.
Yes, because orange is staying as Mars, but it's going to be a new mission.
Okay.
And then the green team is going to be Earth, and it's going to be less intense still.
I need the patch. We've been over that.
Yes. But I'm excited. I'm excited for that one too. Like, as much as I love Mission Space, I really do. I'm just really scared that they're going to pull Gary Sinise out of there because I love Gary Sinise.
He is good.
I really hope they bring him back for the pre-shows. But I'm really looking forward to it because I've never done the green mission because I like the orange team.
They brought.
I don't have a problem with it. So what I'm excited about is being able to do 2 different experiences in Mission Space.
They brought Patrick back for Soren.
I know. I'm fingers crossed.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Well, Peter will ride orange, and I'll probably ride green. So
Holly,
I'll do both. I'll go with one with you and one with Peter.
I can't wait to try once again. It's been a while. All right, a new restaurant adjacent to Mission Space. It's going to be a table service restaurant, and you're going to be able to go high above the earth for an unforgettable dining experience.
So basically screens.
Screens? Oh, yeah? I think it's going to be like...
did you see the concept art? It's basically like a big circle, and it's got windows on the outside that show like space.
Ooh.
Screens.
I don't know. I have a rational fear of space.
So maybe this is not the greatest place for you.
No, but Peter really wants to go, so it's kind of one of those like maybe if I'm like blindfolded or like I don't have a window table, I'll be okay.
Dude, we'll sit you with your back to the wall, to the windows.
There's a bar, so just give me some like Tang and vodka, and we'll be good.
But I think we're going to do that one. Hopefully the reviews are good for the food.
It's food. We like that.
Plus, it makes it easier to go do drunk test track if there's a restaurant right there.
Sober test track is a test.
So we're going to go over to Magic Kingdom Park, one of my favorite parks, Lindsay. And we've got the Tron-themed attraction, which, of course, we've done podcasts with Shanghai Disneyland with our friends Tony Tovar and Lewis Sutton. And they told us all about this amazing Tron attraction. And wouldn't it be great if they brought it over to Disney World? And here it comes. And it's not even replacing the Tomorrowland Speedway.
It's not?
No.
I was going to say, that was like the best thing about it, was it was going to be replacing the Tomorrowland Speedway.
No. But we're just hoping they put faster cars in Tomorrowland Speedway.
Actually, Peter came up with a pretty interesting theory, since it looks like Stitch is going to continue to stay on life support for a while, that with Wreck-It Ralph 2 coming out, if they don't have to close the Speedway to do the Tron construction, that they could very easily overlay it to be the game in the movie, the Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
They could decorate the landscaping to be like the game in the movie and the cars. I think that would be interesting. I think that might be like a fun way to kind of revitalize it, but then it also would make less than 0 cents next to Tron. So
that would be really neat. As long as they fix those carts to not emit that like nauseous gas, because that doesn't make me think of candy.
Well, you guys are purists. How does Wreck-It Ralph fit into Tomorrowland?
Wreck-It Ralph is he's a computer game.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrowland's kind of a mess right now.
Yeah,
anyway,
Tomorrowland could use any help it could get at this point.
You guys just loved Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph is awesome. But the thing about Tron, though, I really hope that when they bring it to the United States, they make it United States size. Because when I think of Shanghai Disney,
that's true.
I think of like size 2 is like their limit.
Well, that's what
Tony, and I sat on the bike and the seat's gonna bend in half.
Tony told Holly was hosting when we had Tony and Lewis on. Yeah, we talked about that. But he said he's a big guy too, and he was able to get on it there. But
and the interesting thing is, because they have a modified seat in Shanghai that in the very back, and it looks like the Everest cars. So yeah,
that sounds like a totally different experience.
Yeah,
and
right.
the thing that because Peter and I went back to Flight of Passage because he wanted to try the test seat, and it still didn't quite work. And in talking with the cast member, it sounds like with these rides, because they are trying to cater to shorter people, i.e. younger people, they're having to make it more restrictive. So that is kind of my concern with Tron, is that they're going to say, okay, we need to cater to the young kids, so it's going to be much more restrictive than, it needs to be, I guess. But we'll see. I don't know. I know Peter's really excited, and
yeah. Well, we will see.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
I think they could do better as far as fitting more body sizes, especially. Even if it comes down to making some seats that are built for smaller stature people and those for adults and larger people. You know?
Right. I know.
There must be some sort of money thing involved with it. I feel like, because maybe it's not, or like some sort of efficiency problem that they're having with that.
I had talked to, actually, I had a guest service cast member call me about Flight of Passage.
Okay.
And just wanted to be like, oh, I'm really sorry that, it didn't work. And she was like, I'm 6'2", I wear a size 13 shoe. She was like, and I'm not I'm not round. Mm-hmm. She's like, I couldn't ride it because my legs were too long. Mm.
Yeah, no, that's where I had one of my problems too. Was my feet? They were crammed in there.
Yeah.
I could understand if it was just a round thing, but it's just, I don't know,
tall thing.
Yeah,
it's more than just that. Yeah, because I noticed that too. It was
all right.
There's no standard. There's no okay, if you're this, you can't do it.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. You guys being theater buffs, a live entertainment theater. Based on the iconic Willis Theater in the 1920s Kansas City, where Walt lived after he left Marceline, and it's a new addition to Magic Kingdom Park. It's going to be located just off of Main Street, USA, and it's going to be a venue for world-class entertainment. I wonder what that means.
So sort of like is it going to be like sort of everything goes venue where
I
they
think
bring
so. That's
in
why
artists and that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
that's the way it reads to me.
That sounds pretty
I think
cool.
they're going to move the castle show into there.
Okay.
Because out at Disneyland, they have Mickey and the Magic Map, which is kind of the similar.
Yeah, they have their own stage.
They have their own stage. I
'Cause-
think that's what it's going to be. That's my theory.
Well, they did. I loved when they put Frozen sing-along in Hollywood Studios. I didn't expect it. It was fun and enjoyable.
I think it's great, the Frozen sing-along, now that it's found a home and everything.
Yeah, having a theater to do something is awesome because we know.
Yeah, I did the Frozen for the first time. I got dragged in there by my sister because I'm not a big fan of Frozen. But
Disney has the capability of doing Broadway type entertainment. So,
But what were you going to say, Holly?
oh no, just the storytellers. I lost it.
Aren't they great?
they're great.
They make the show.
made it.
That's what I mean.
I was like, yeah, whatever the rest. But the storytellers, like
Exactly.
I'm stalking one of them on Instagram now because I was just like,
Exactly. They can bring some top-notch entertainment that you're going to be like, wow.
Well, they can bring the people who aren't really huge Frozen fans and the adults who are just there for their kids into the show.
Yeah.
And bring them like into these characters like a way that they hadn't seen them before because they're sort of talking about this story.
I'm just amazed at the entertainment that they don't have to do, but they do. Like you're talking about those storytellers. Those people are professional actors and they do ad-libbing and they're just spot on.
I took Peter because I've done it twice now, and at the second one, he said the guy said something about hey lady, hand me that baby, and they started to hand him the baby. And at the end, as the curtain was closing, he was like, "This is just a PSA. Don't give a fat guy your baby."
Yeah, when we were there, they talked about the Super Bowl. They made a joke about the Super Bowl while we were over there. So they do change it up. They're great.
It's just
That's so funny.
top notch
baby.
entertainment. I love it. All right, let's talk about resorts a little bit. We've got a new Disney vacation.
Nothing coming to Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom's done for
You
a
got
few
it.
years.
You're good.
Animal Kingdom's good.
You go there at night.
I will
now.
tell you, on Everest, they were getting complaints that people weren't seeing the Yeti, so they turned lights on the Yeti. It's horrible.
What?
We wrote it, and it's like it's lit up, and they're doing the strobe light, but you can tell it's not moving.
So we're in like B.5 mode now.
Like it just was standing there, and Peter and I were like, okay.
I feel like if you don't see the Yeti, too bad. Like write it again. Look harder. Like it's not. I mean.
Like it was cool to see how big it is because you just don't realize how massive it is in that moment.
Yeah. Well, because I've looked for it so many times, and I've seen it many times. I'm also not afraid of the ride, so like I have my head up and I'm not screaming my head off. So maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah,
but that kind of sinks. I mean,
like if you can find a video, I'll try and find the video to put on the group.
Yeah,
but
I gotta look at that.
It's really, like I said, it's like the work lights are on. It's really weird.
Wow. Yeah, see, I am in the camp of, I love Expedition Everest, and I'm in the camp of shut it down for 2 years, however long it takes, fix the Yeti, cut the mountain open, pull the Yeti out and fix it, because...
Prediction, Star Wars Land. When that opens...
After that?
Everest will go down for 2 years. I think when Tron opens, Space Mountain's going to go down for a year. When Star Wars Land opens, Everest will go down.
I hope so. I really do, because it would be so worth it to have the Yeti actually moving and restored to his former glory of that 2 months that he was actually functioning.
Less disco.
Yeah, less disco Yeti, more actual terrifying Yeti.
All right, you guys took me totally off track, so I'm excited about the Disney Riviera Resort. That's something.
Sorry, the Yeti's very important.
I can't ride the Yeti unless I get the patch, but I can absolutely do the Disney Riviera Resort all day long. All night long.
What is the Disney Riviera Resort?
It's the 15th Disney Vacation Club property. It's going to be near Epcot. It's going to have a rooftop restaurant. It's going to have unbelievable views of nighttime spectaculars at Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
It sounds pretty fancy pants, which is right up my alley.
It is, yeah.
When we talked to the DVC guy about it, he couldn't say too much, but what he said was it's going to be very high end, like a step below bungalows high end.
Really? Ooh.
That's fantastic.
Yes. Like it's going to be like, I think he said a 200 room.
Well, maybe I'm not going to, I wasn't that fancy pants happy about the Grand Floridian because of the fanciness.
I feel like Grand Floridian's kind of dated though, and it's having some problems just with its main lobby sort of like thing.
I think I learned from myself that I like more of the casual Polynesian kind of guy. So, well, we'll see. We'll see what the points are.
I think you'll like Riviera.
Yeah, it's a great
location.
the
location, because you'll be like right in the middle of a lot of stuff.
Right. Rooftop restaurant is always cool.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the reason that you didn't like Grand Floridian was the transportation issues, which is a monorail resort issue. So this is different. This is Hollywood Studios Epcot based. So.
Yeah. All right. And I want to talk about the Disney Skyliner. I am really excited about this. I love the gondola idea. Of course, that was the worst kept secret they ever had because that was rumored and it was being built and all kinds of stuff going on.
Things were shutting down. We're like, oh, it's the gondola.
the plans were out on the street.
Did you see the post that I think it was EJ who posted? They're giving a pamphlet out to guests on the route now that are. Please forgive the construction because we're starting to build this gondola.
Right. It's going to connect Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios to 4 resorts, the Art of Animation, Pop Century, and the Caribbean Beach Resort.
And the Riviera.
Yeah, and the Riviera.
I look forward to your review because I will never ride them.
Oh, yeah? Are you afraid?
Afraid of heights, Holly?
I'm not necessarily afraid of heights. There's something about being a fluffy person and the thought of being shoved onto a thing hanging from a wire with a bunch of other people that just freaks me out.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Like
we'll have to get a few martinis in you and roll you on.
That works. If it's just like 3 people, I'm good.
Yeah. This car's reserved.
I can understand. I got a little bit of a fear of I don't like to look over the edge at Bay Lake Tower down. I mean, it's a high enough wall there, but something that's got a low wall and you're looking over, that really freaks me out. But I did when Mom and I were like engaged. We went on this ski trip out to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And they've got one of these big trams that takes you up to the very top of Jackson Hole, Wyoming in the Grand Tetons. And that was fantastic. So
I've also heard they're not going to have AC. I don't know how true that is.
So they're going to be like little ovens floating in the air.
That just sounds like my nightmare, being shoved in this little car with a bunch of people hanging from a string with no AC.
It's going to be like when they open the doors when you get to your location. It's going to be like, ding! Everyone comes out all roasted.
I hope it's not like the ski resort when you get off this chairlift and you fall off.
I bet your mama's going to do that at every stop.
She can do that. You make a fool of yourself coming off that thing.
Oh, man.
All
right.
I
think it's cool. I think it's a good way, especially we were leaving studios at night, and it was a good hour and a half after closing, and there was probably still about 75 to 100 people waiting for the Pop Century bus.
Yeah.
So I think this is obviously something very much needed. I hope it gets used. I hope that most people don't have a fear of heights and, decide that they can use it.
Well, continuing that transportation theme, the minivan service is here. It's already showing up, right, Holly? It's the minivan, which is spelled like Minnie Mouse, and it's got the mini dress.
Mini polka dots. She's got the red with white polka dots.
It's a whimsical point-to-point transportation service. Gets you around Walt Disney World in a jiffy.
Basically, it's a Disney World version of Uber.
Yeah. I could have used that at the Grand Floridian. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. I hope they have plenty of minivan service. And I think it costs $20 a shot, doesn't it?
Which is about the price that ends up being if you're going to use an Uber somewhere on property. Okay. And
especially during peak. Like, that was the thing. Everyone was at first, they're like, oh my God, $20. And even I was like, ooh. And then I thought about it and I was like, if you're thinking, let's say the park closes at 11, you get one at, 11:30, it's going to pick you up from the bus stop at the Magic Kingdom and take you to your hotel. That sounds amazing. That is $20 well spent.
Yeah, I was thinking, hopefully they have them running at all the resorts, especially Pop Century. So in January, I can be using that service. I think we definitely will be because I cannot stand the buses.
I don't know how many they got.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, I hope they're available and I hope they're going to the other resorts because I would definitely shell out for that.
I wonder, is this controlled from your smartphone?
Yes. Yeah. The rumor has it's going to be from your My Disney Experience.
Yeah, makes sense. got to be with Uber out there. You got to compete like that. That's
because I don't want to talk to no one on the phone.
Did you guys have anything else from the announcements? That was all I dug up.
Well, a few little things coming to Disneyland, but
Yeah, I'm going to skip Disneyland because we're Disney World people.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much...
Yeah, all right.
The new Fantasmic premiered at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Tell us more. I'm always ready to hear about Fantasmic.
You should watch it. There are things about it that I wish we had, and there are things that I'm like, they can keep it.
This is their brand new. They've never had it.
Fantasmic started at Disneyland.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
And because the Rivers of America closed as part of the Star Wars Land construction. So they revamped the show. They took out like Snow White on the floating barge part. Now it's Rapunzel and Flynn, which is pretty cool. Ooh. And because they have the big Columbia pirate ship that they have go across the water instead of the Pocahontas scene. Now it's Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I'd watch it. It's interesting to see the differences, and I wish we had their dragon. Let me just say that their dragon is way better than ours.
Ours is just a big dragon head on a stick.
Yeah, this is a giant animatronic.
It's really much solid. And the problem is the one in Walt Disney World breaks down so much. They have to like evacuate the theater sometimes and everything because it gets stuck. Oh, Fantasmic. I love Fantasmic.
Well, the one thing I didn't hear, which it's got to be happening, is a new country in Epcot.
Yeah, rumor has it. Brazil's been the rumor for a long time.
I know it.
Brazil and Spain.
Spain would be cool.
Because Spain was supposed to be like the second phase. It was supposed to be Spain, Israel, and Equatorial Africa. Those were the three that were supposedly coming after the park opened in 1982. And then obviously they never came. So
I think those announcements are still yet to come. I think
we got a lot of stuff coming. There's a lot of really great stuff.
It's cool.
Well, what about you've seen the concept art for the new Epcot?
Oh, yeah, right. That was kind of not highlighted that much, but the whole intervention.
They showed like the Epcot Blue or something.
Yeah, it's like the intervention section. Looks like they're redoing that whole area.
They're ripping them right out. And my I don't know if Mama was right about this, but she said it looks like they're getting rid of the bridge that goes from World Showcase into Future World. They're doing something there.
It was kind of confusing. I wish someone would sit down, like an Imagineer would sit down and be like, okay, here's our idea. Let me point out the stuff. Because when you're looking at it, you're trying to go, where am I looking at? Like, what is supposed to be where? And you're like, that kind of looks like the land, and that kind of looks like Wonders of Life. It's interesting.
The big thing was the removal of the Interventions buildings.
Right. That's huge. And it was not really mentioned. It's not even in some of these news reports from D23. So we just saw that in a blog post I can think of, right?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, ladies, you guys were fun and knowledgeable as usual. Thank you so much for covering this with us. And Holly, stay cool.
I plan on going for hopefully a couple of trips in August and then nothing until the end of September. So
that's better than us.
More than we're doing.
Yeah. I hope you and Mom have fun, and say hi to Peter for us. All right.
I will.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
All right. That is two of the smartest Disney daughters in the Disney fan community in my mind. And so much fun to talk Disney World with both of them. And I love this comment I got on Facebook by Tony Tovar. And he said from the last episode, well, the episode before the live one, where Lindsay and I were both in the studio, he says, I cannot tell you what good it did my heart to hear Kurt and Lindsay back together in the studio. Yes, you got 2 episodes in a row with us in the studio, and I am looking forward to do more in the future now that she is home. Thank you so much, Tony. Let's do some more shout outs. Well, this isn't going to be someone specifically, actually, but we had some health issues in the Geekin family this week, and it really warmed my heart to watch the Geekin family reach out to each other during times of crisis. Of course, we've got the floods also down in Houston, Texas area, which we're all watching and praying for those folks down in there. But I'm not going to mention any names without any permission, but it was really great to see everyone saying prayers and supporting each other. Hey, you geeks are really special. You really warmed my heart again. It's one of those surprising things to me that it's just happened as part of the podcast. And I'm so grateful for all of you that you guys take care of each other. It's awesome. Oh, and we'll likely, guess what? We might set a monthly download record this month. So the family is growing, and I'll announce that number. If it does happen this week, we could really hit a monumental download month. That'd be really awesome. Excited to see if that happens. I really think it's going to, actually. And hey, thank you so much for supporting each other and this podcast. Well, would you like some personal support for your first Disney World trip? I'm going to be doing a group coaching and Disney World trip planning workshop, and it's going to start up the first week of September. I'm going to start emailing the people that I have already who have joined and pick a day. I think it's going to be later in that first week of September. I'm going to actually be on vacation that week too, so I'll have some time to prepare for it. And it's going to be a 4-week program. It's going to be for beginners who want to plan an amazing Disney World vacation for the family. I'm going to do 1 hour and 1 night a week for 4 weeks. And I'm only inviting 6 people, and 4 already are committed to this. So that is awesome. We're going to have some great times talking Disney World and help them plan their first trip. Some of them have been once before, I think. Got a nice balance of people there. Yeah, it's going to be on a web platform that supports video and screen sharing, and I'll share some topics, and we'll spend some time really getting personal with what they want to do. I've already sent out a survey to see if I can get ahead of some of the questions that you might have. All right, that's going to be fun. If you're interested, email me at kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com, and remember, it's limited to only 6 people. I only got 2 spots left. Check it out on the website. There's a page out there, geekinonwdw.com. Well, the best part of the podcast is our friends that we meet and the trip ideas we share. And if you want to be a part of the Geekin family, we really get together on Facebook. I've got a private, closed group out there. The geeks give me great feedback on the quality of positive discussion that we've maintained in our group. And there's lots of friends. And I was just saying, they really support each other in times, even when times are tough. So if you want to qualify for that and you got a passion for Walt Disney World and your vacations, and you listen to our show and you like to have fun and you got a positive attitude, search for the group on Facebook, request an invite. It's something pretty cool I just noticed that they're doing on Facebook. They actually have 3 questions that I put out there that are pre-staged that they answer when they actually ask to get an invite for that. So that is cool. They get those already being, I think it's going to help me get, because sometimes when I chat people, they don't answer me. I don't know if they used the chat. So that's good. I'm glad that they're doing that. It makes it easier for me to get people in. But then I'll want you to introduce yourself to the group and say hi. Tell us all about your history with Disney World, or maybe you're planning a trip and you got some questions. You can always email me if you're not on Facebook, kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. You can direct message me or get a hold of me on Twitter at geekinonwdw. And if you want to leave us a voice recording, that you can do that on our Geek Speak. That is 860-294-4774. You can dial that up with your phone, leave me a message, ask a question, tell us about a trip you're on right now. That we've got geeks down there. I know we got Michelle Young is down there right now. I saw Heather Brainerd is down there. Oh, thank you very much, actually, to Kevin Curtis Allen. He was just live on Facebook in the Isle of Wight. He did the intro for this week, and I've got some others that have done some. So thank you for sending in those intros. I love playing them on the show, and keep telling your friends about the Geekin' on WDW podcast. I love it. Share it on Facebook and Twitter. And hey, thanks for going geeking on Walt Disney World with us. We really appreciate you listening and geeking with us every single day. And have a magical day, and I hope all your dreams come true. to turn my recorder on.
It's been such a, I mean, we're going to talk about it, but it's been such a gradual death for the Great Movie Ride that I was kind of over it by the time I heard it was going to go.
I know, and that's the way that I equated it, because, you know, obviously there were people that were like, I don't understand why people are so upset. It's such a horrible ride.
Yeah.
And
it used to be.
I said, to me, it's like saying goodbye to a childhood home. To you, it's just a house. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a house. But to me, I have memories. I have, you know, that was like my favorite ride as a kid. I did it with my parents.
You gotta save this for the show. That was good. That's good. Yeah. No,
All right. She's going already.
What you mean?
Can't turn her off.
Like I said.
That was my fault. I asked her.
All right. Lindsay, I'm going to introduce you first.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to introduce Holly.